Hey guys, and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel, episode 11 of British Tank Ace. Well, if you watched my last video, you saw how synergy saved my life. Again, I keep telling you guys, get synergy. Synergy is a really good skill. We're still in September. We still have the possibility of rolling a major operation. We need to get a roll of 6 or, I believe, let's see, 6 or 11, which is a defense mission. That is going to trigger, let me flip the charts here, that's going to trigger that taking part in the major operation and give me 1 extra experience point. So let's go ahead and roll for our mission. And we roll a 2, which is an assault. And that is the very first assault that we take part in. And the assaults are a little bit special because first of all, we can get a counterattack afterwards. And second, all of the enemies are going to be dug in and hold down. Let's roll for weather and roll a 6. That's going to be clear weather. And then we roll for our terrain and roll a 10, which is going to be sand. And then we need to roll for our enemies. And assaults are kind of hard. So I kind of hope that we don't get too much enemies now. We roll an 11, which is it's quite okay. It's 1 tank, 1 recon, and 1 truck. We roll for the tank. Almost a 1. That would have been good because those tanks, I never faced them, but they're really bad because they don't have any cannons. We roll for our quality of infantry, and it's the highest, so they have a 5 in morale. And then we need to find our recon, which is going to be the AB 40. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and roll to see where they start. We start with the tank. And he will start over here, and he's going to be hold down. So we use the dug in marker for that. And then we go with the recon vehicle, and he starts on the opposite side. Also dug in. And the truck, he starts also over there. And he's not going to be dug in as he's carrying these troops. Okay, so the first thing that's going to happen now is that since it's an assault, we actually do get some artillery to help us out. So the artillery is going to fire. You get to choose 1 zone where it fires. So I'm going to choose this zone, obviously, where it has the chance to destroy the truck and even destroy the recon vehicle. So we roll with artillery as usual with a -2 die roll modifier. And then we have on the HE-MG attack chart, we have a column called wheeled and half track. And on this chart, we will destroy that truck with any kind of result. So we are very likely to kill him because on 8 or lower, he's dead, and we have a -2 modifier. So let's see what the artillery does. And artillery rolls a 2, so the truck is definitely destroyed, and so is the infantry. And then we have our... I assume that this is also a wheeled thing, so this will have the same kind of modifiers, but to destroy that we need to roll a 2 or a 3, which becomes a 4 or a 5 with artillery modifier. And we roll a 5, so that guy is... I assume he would be destroyed, but then we have the modifiers, and one of them say dug in infantry. Okay, since he's not infantry, I assume that he is definitely not going to get the benefit of being hold down from the HE. So that means with a roll of 5, which turns into a 3, is destroyed. So that is actually also destroyed by the artillery. Well, that was very lucky to have those 2 together, because now we only have a tank to face. We start at long range and we have an assault, so the enemy will fire first. They will never move, they just stay put, dug in. He targets me on a roll of 1 and he rolls a 4. So I'm going to move to medium range, and we roll on the B5 immobilization chart and roll a 6, so we're good. And then we move to close range, and again we have to roll on the immobilization chart. We roll a 4. I think maybe we're immobilized. Let's see. Sand is a -1, so that 4 becomes a 3, but only a 2 in clear weather will immobilize us, so we're safe. So we're going to try to attempt to find a hold down position. I'm also going to pivot my tank. So let's roll for the immobilization. We get an 8, so that's okay. And then we're going to try to find a hold down position. We need a 5 or a 6. And we get a 6, so we're hold down as well. And then we roll to see immobilization one last time and roll an 8, so we're safe. And then it's the end of turn events, B9. We roll a 6, which is no event. And then it's a new turn again, and we get to start this time. So, of course, we're going to start shooting at this guy. We're at close range, so 2 to 7 to hit. But then we have a +1 for target hold down. So we need a 2 to 6 to hit this guy. And we roll a 7, so unfortunately we do not hit. However, he now becomes a previous target. And he's also activated, of course, since we took a shot at him. But we have one more order to issue, so we can fire again. 2 to 7 this time with the modifier. And this time we do roll a 7, so he is hit. Our penetration is higher than all of his values. We don't have to roll to see where it hits, because it's going to penetrate no matter where it hits. We need a 4 or higher to destroy him. And we roll exactly that. We roll 4. So he's now been destroyed. And that is the end of this battle. However, we might now get a defensive battle. So we roll again. And on a roll of 6, there will be a counterattack. And we roll a 5, so there will be no counterattack. Okay, so we have killed yet another M1139. We have now killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those things. That's completely crazy. Let's roll for W1 war trophies. We roll a 9, which is going to be another silver medal. That's worth 2 points, exactly what the cleaning kit costs. So we're just going to buy the cleaning kit so we don't have to deal with any weapon jams on our next mission. This was our 3rd mission since our last experience point. So that means we do gain 1 experience point. I already have 1 experience point, so I just flip that marker, and that means I now have 2 experience points. So I could potentially buy something, but I'm just kind of holding on to my experience for a little while. Maybe I should actually get the promotion is getting close, and we still haven't really figured out if you get wounded and end up in the hospital, if you roll for promotions or not. That question has been asked, but we haven't still figured it out. So I think I'm just gonna hold on to the experience for now. Oh, I forgot to put the current mission marker. That's very important. We have 2 more chances to get that major operation. I hope it happens. It's always very fun when it does. It doesn't really change anything at all, except the fact that you get 1 extra experience. But we all love experience in this game, right? Because that's how we, buy our skills and survive. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching my first assault mission here. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next mission. The next mission might be the last, who knows? Comment on the video, that really helps me out a lot, encourages me to make more videos. And just like the video, that's very easy, just 1 click away. If you want to help me out a little bit extra, you can do a one-time donation with PayPal or YouTube Super Thanks. You can find my PayPal address in the video description. You can also become a member of the channel for YouTube, and that costs $2.99 a month. That's also a great way to support me if you want to. Okay guys, as always, thank you for watching. See you next time.